Welcome to Chainlink Live. My name is Andy Boyan from Chainlink Labs, and I'm here with MoonFarm. We got the whole team here, actually. So behind the camera, you guys can't see. They got like a whole squad ready to answer questions for you guys if you've got technical questions or whatever it happens to be. But on camera, we've got Frank and Son, CEO and CGO. You can see their names on there as well because I kind of flipped that around, of MoonFarm. Welcome, guys. Awesome to have you and talk to you. Start off, tell us, what is MoonFarm? What are you all about? And kind of what makes you unique in the space?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Just very briefly about MoonFarm. MoonFarm is the solution for yield farming aggregator. And we created in 2000 and starting of this year. We have target to the user who get difficulties when using DeFi farming. So you see that we have much money and every people know about the coin, but they're not easy to get how to use DeFi farming. That's why we create the concept of CeDeFi. I know have some application now in the world also work as CeDeFi, but for us we have 3 main points. First, for user to easy to use. So we target to the users centric and mass adoption. So if you have time and just play with MoonFarm application, so we will see how easy to use our application. Yeah. The second is we kill and we reduce our impermanent loss. So that is the pain point when we have we farm and we using the pair when you farm in any kind of DeFi farming. So for us, we have a very smart algorithm to reduce and to avoid impermanent loss. The third is we are developing the system and we launch with cross-chain and multi-chain. So all people we like to have on BSC, Polygon, Ethereum, or even the Solana or Heco, so whatever later on you can use. So that is a very huge number of users can approach and using our application. So that's why we believe that with MoonFarm, this is very special for users to come and just get acquainted with us. That is the attractive environment for you to earn every day. You can earn money and you can easy to use. That is the way we want to bring our application to the people.
Cool. And speaking of cross-chain, you guys have an announcement today, right? You launched a new farm.
Yeah. So like I think for now, many users, if they want to farm with Matic, Polygon, right? They have to go to quick swap, or DeFi, in the Matic blockchain. I know that, but for now, Binance is not supported them to withdraw directly from Binance to Polygon, and I don't think the bridge from Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain to Polygon is really popular at the moment. So MoonFarm provides a solution for you to just easily deposit assets single asset from Binance Smart Chain to our platform, and you can easily use Matic and stablecoin and farm with Polygon. We win our algorithm and our system will monitor your fund and put it in the Polygon by ourselves and reward harvest the reward for you daily. So it's much more easier. We always try to simplify the process for you.
Cool. Yeah, focused on user experience. Your app is really clean. I was looking at it earlier as well. It looks nice. So I want to encourage people to check that out. Of course, the links are down below in the YouTube description for people to check that out. One of the pillars you talked about, Son, was impermanent loss. And I just want to take a minute to make sure our viewers are familiar with that term, because it's an important term in finance, but particularly in DeFi, it's something that people don't always understand. So if you're yield farming, so if I go to an AMM, let's just say Sushi Swap, for example, or Quick Swap. You mentioned Quick Swap. I yield farm by providing liquidity. So I give them tokens to use for people to make trades. And so how most of these work is you provide 2 tokens. So I provide, let's say, Matic token and USDT, for example, a stablecoin. And you provide both in equivalent amounts to that exchange. And it's in this pool, and then people use that to go back and forth. Now, how yield farming works is when I deposit those, I get back a LP token, it's called. It's like a placeholder token. And then I deposit that somewhere to prove that I'm providing LP, and then something like MoonFarm gives me rewards. And that's yield farming, basically. In it. Yeah, Bobby hates IL. I got comments in the chat here. Bobby hates IL. It's rough. But the problem is, so here's what impermanent loss is. If I'm putting in Matic and I'm putting in USDT in equivalent amounts, the price of Matic can change drastically. It's crypto, it's volatile. And when it goes down, I'm stuck with a lot more of an asset that has gone down than my other asset. And so it's this impermanent loss that you can't really do anything about if you're providing liquidity. So that's a challenge that people use. And of course, it gets even more complicated when you're not with a stable coin. If it's with Matic and ETH, for example, it's really hard to kind of understand your loss and your risk ratio there. So MoonFarm, now to tie it back to you guys, you have a solution to help prevent impermanent loss. What is this? How does it work? Because this is kind of like one of the key innovations here.
Yeah. So for that question, I will specifically leave it to our CTO. He's the one, research a lot about impermanent loss, and he's the one, provide this solution for the team, for the code to do that, because for him it's also the pain in the ass, we all see that. So let me introduce you to Mr. Hoàng. Hoàng, can you introduce?
Hello everyone. My name is Henry. Vietnamese name Hoàng. So I'm the CTO of MoonFarm project. So I have been working on crypto for more than 5 years, and now specifically on the yield farming. Actually, I myself play around with yield farming and invested in yield farming since we have a Sushi Swap, by a Pancake Swap, and the thing that we really care about is the impermanent loss. I know that it's the pain in for everyone that wants to do yield farming. So that's why I want to find a solution to minimize the impermanent loss. I can't say that it's going to be zero, but we try to minimize the impermanent loss. And the solution is that we monitor the price fluctuations between the 2 tokens. So let's say if I have a cake BNB pair, then I have a monitoring system that detect the price change of the cake and BNB. And if the impermanent loss goes above the threshold that I set for the pair, then the system will automatically unstake and remove the liquidity and wait until the price becomes stable. The fluctuation is not too much, and then can add liquid again. However, it doesn't. It's gonna impact to the APR of the yield farming pair. So in Pancake Swap, we have many farm that we can do for one tokens, like BNB have more than 20s. So the system is gonna add liquid for the other pairs. So it's like you hop in and hop off this farm to another one. So by this way, then we can reduce the impermanent loss and also still keep the APR high enough. So it's so as you can see in the MoonFarm product at the moment, our APR is quite high compared to the other single assets farming.
So I'm just going to summarize that again, because this is it's a great idea. Once you hear it, it's like, oh yeah, of course. There's a yield farm And then when the price gets really volatile, when the imbalance is high, because to protect against that impermanent loss, that's what causes the impermanent loss, is that imbalance in price. You pull the farm and you stop doing it and you switch it to another one. And on platforms with, high speeds and lower fees, you can do that quickly and in an automated way and still get that APR. Because if you pull the farm, you don't get the rewards that Pancake or whoever is providing. So this is smart. And to do that, people can do that on their own, but to monitor that and like do the switching and move significant funds, it's a full-time job. Like I can't do that. I have a job, so I can't monitor that. And so that's really where the yield aggregators like yourselves, these automated services are coming in. And I think it's a really neat niche. It's a really cool niche there. Is that where you're using Chainlink price feeds as well?
Yes, definitely. So Chainlink is very popular for the price feed and the accuracies of the price. So that's why we would like to use the Chainlink price feed for our monitoring system. So because we monitor the price very strictly, so we need a trust source of the price. So the Chainlink is the one that we put our trust on. So the monitoring system is using the price the Chainlink price feed to detect the price fluctuations, volatilities, and then can help reduce the impermanent loss.
I see a lot of use cases for Chainlink price feeds. Obviously, I talk to people who use Chainlink all day. But this is a cool one because people monitor the price, or smart contracts monitor the price for a lot of different reasons. But this sort of switching, it's like you're a station, a train station, and you're doing these switching when like, okay, trains in, trains out, good rate, bad rate, here and there. And so it's a unique use case. And I was excited to read about it when the announcement came out a couple weeks ago, whenever it was, and see it in production. So really neat use case for price feeds, and using Chainlink in that way. It's exciting to see, especially multi-chain, that third pillar you guys talked about. As you go cross-chain, Chainlink, is we try to get Chainlink on every chain that we can. So it's good to see that stuff as well. I want to encourage the audience. Hey, everybody, just to remind you who we're talking to. We're talking to MoonFarm today. My name's Andy from Chainlink Labs. This is Chainlink Live. We are getting deep into DeFi and impermanent loss and yield farming already. A really great conversation. I hope it's been educational for people as well to learn a little bit about some of these topics as well. Some of the other new stuff that you guys have coming out, there's something called MoonFarm Vision I'm hearing rumors about. Are you able to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So for this, I will come back to our CEO.
Please.
He's really eager about sharing our vision.
Okay, so MoonFarm is we great, and we have much passion in crypto. So now I think it's all of our founder. We work together. Even I and Huang, we study and we play around with crypto, and we have business in crypto blockchain. Also, is 5 years ago until now. So just a little bit sharing about MoonFarm vision. Actually, that the CeDeFi is quite not new, but actually for the people it's quite strange, because now it's DeFi is become the trend. So for us, it's our vision is become the leading CeDeFi farming optimization platform in the world. If people can try, and us, we optimize much, and we are one of special platform solution now. That's why we really need people to think and to have experience with our application. The second is we try to become the bridge. We bridging the gap between DeFi and CeFi. So that the first special thing I mentioned is people feel very difficult to approach and using DeFi. So now we bridging between CeFi and DeFi. That is our trying to kill the gap. And the third one is we will remove the barrier for yield farming. So that the application we provide now is not actually some of we call it like the competitor, but for us we have some special thing. So we want the user to have more experience with us, and we kill the barrier for the CeFi, so DeFi, and the last one is we try to become like how to say the tool for the user to earn the money every day, every month, and every year with their capital they can utilize with a single asset. So you know that sometimes you have the money, you have the coin, but you don't know how to earn with the best profits. So we try to become the best tool for them. I don't promise we can provide API the highest one, but I think we can provide a safe way to get a high API and with a single asset. So I think it's one of the thing we must and we want to bring for the user in the world.
Yeah.
Well, there's a balance, right, between single-sided liquidity provisioning and double-sided. It's a risk, right? You reduce your risk, you reduce your return.
For us, we have a slogan is one click, one farm. So that's what one click you can farm. It's very easy.
Are your users mainly right now DeFi users already, or are they people who are new to the industry?
So I think there are a mix of them. There are a mix of them. I see that there are a lot of user, half user already familiar with DeFi. So with that user, normally they came up with the question is that why you don't have the option to connect the wallet, but the rest of other actually are really new crypto, newcomer to crypto or crypto at the beginner level. Like they know how to use the exchange, but they don't know how to join the DeFi. That exactly the targeted audience we want to target. So they come to us, they ask a lot like how to deposit into MoonFarm, can we withdraw it from Binance, and why is that, so why we can get that high APR, where is that from? So we keep explaining for them, and I understand that there are a huge amount of user from exchange that we can get, because they see that there's similar process, like when they're using exchange like Coinbase or Binance or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's the constant struggle or mission for those of us who are in public facing roles in crypto is we want to stay excited, and so we want to get DeFi people who know about things and have been in the industry for years, but we also have a mission to educate and explain things like how do you connect the wallet, don't put your private keys in Telegram, just some basic stuff, as well as where do these APRs come from, what is impermanent loss, and how do you combat against it. There's a lot of levels there. So so here's a call to the audience actually is if you understand these, do your part and do some education as well. And you can join communities and help us, Chainlink Labs and MoonFarm as well. And I'll make a stronger pitch for that later on, to join communities as well. But it's just really interesting to think about, who are these communities? Who are these people who are coming in? Is your community mainly Vietnamese right now, or is there a lot of global?
There's a lot of global. There's a lot of global. So to test that, we did one thing to test that. So I create another subgroup. So to recruit anyone who loyal member and want to support MoonFarm. And when they join that, I see that we got 100 members, and all of them come from different country, different part of the world. Because when they fill the form, I see that some of them from Poland, some of them from Spain, and actually they bring a lot of different different view, different dimension for us to look at, because they have different experience with DeFi. So that's why I see the similar vibe from Brazilian and in Indonesian when I chat with them. But for Western, more like Western country, they have different style. They more like they love the auto compound mode. But for some Indonesian and Brazil, they more love high APR but still single asset, still safe but still high. Yeah.
Really interesting. Yeah, my guy Mark in the chat, he is works with a lot of our international community members, and so we see a lot of that as well. Is people come with very different experiences from DeFi, but also different experiences from finance. Like we were talking earlier, I don't know if people were here for this, but just the bank rates for savings account. Frank was telling us that they get 6% sometimes in Vietnam at a bank. Like that's crazy.
Oh, I tell you, 8 years ago, not 6%, 18%.
Whoa!
Yes,
at a bank.
18%.
Man, that's wild. So things have still changed, but but people come really with very different perspectives and histories. People, at least in the U.S. and in the West, it's fintech. It's very, very fintech oriented, which is fast payments. That's like really the key. What people want is fast payments, fast onboarding. It's just a kind of a different experience. Before we get too off track, because I still want to talk about a few things MoonFarm with you guys, and we are running on time. I want to encourage the audience, if you guys have questions about MoonFarm, about how any of this works, please feel free to drop them in the chat. You've mentioned CeDeFi a couple of times, and so DeFi, sorry, hit my mic. DeFi is decentralized finance. CeFi is kind of like centralized finance. What does it mean to you guys to be a blend between those two, that CeDeFi? What does that really mean?
So actually for us, like we want to, like if you see that CeDeFi is like a process, to bring customer from a really traditional finance to move to a next step of DeFi. DeFi for now, for me, is a disruptive, technology, disruptive to the traditional finance. But most of user, like they still in the centralized exchange, they still on the another part of the world. I want to move it, we want to do a really smooth process to move them from the CeFi to DeFi by our solution. So with the similar process, they will start to realize why the DeFi can bring a lot of benefit to them, why the high APR, why we need to add the liquidities, or what is going on with the DeFi, under a similar process. They will get more education from the DeFi, bring to us, bring from us. So and it will help them to not only like for now, one more thing. For now, when everyone talking about crypto, the basic thing they know is that buying some coin, buying some meme coin, or buying Bitcoin, waiting for the price to really jack up, and they earn the money. That easy at that. But I want them to know more. Like DeFi is really a good use case of crypto. If you don't want something risky like buying meme coin or Bitcoin, and it get the price drop down, you can easily just putting your assets, make it work for you, earn a really high saving interest rate, like 30, 40 or 60%. And with the auto compound mode, you can earn even to like 100% per year, right? So with DeFi, you can do it, not with centralized chains or not with your central bank or something like that. So I want to bring that kind of education, knowledge, that kind of impression, that kind of experience to user, so they know that there are many other ways to earn money with crypto, and it's safe, much more safer than just buying and holding and fighting each other for over some meme coin, and let Elon Musk just get you, get in your way or something like that.
It's really easy to think about buy a coin, if price goes up, sell a coin, like that's really simple. And so that not just meme coins, but like that as a meme, as a way that people think about crypto, it's clear why that has caught on. But DeFi is that next step. It's like, okay, well, if you use that, if you deposit it into a smart contract, if that smart contract is secure, you can do more things with it. Lending is one great example. Liquidity provision is a great example. So that it is a more complicated use case, but it's like the next use case. It's not just hold your crypto, it's hold your crypto and do something with it. So it remains to be seen how we keep educating people. I personally, I still think we are so early on all this, and I personally think that people underestimate how early we are. I was just thinking about this the other night, but that's the real drive of DeFi is use your crypto to do other things, use your assets. Yeah, Bobby's noting that the site doesn't connect to MetaMask in the way that Bobby is accustomed to. So there's a sign-in process instead of a MetaMask process. Is that right?
So because we start MoonFarm with we want to make it very simple for the novice users. So we a lot of my friends and a lot of people in the crypto industry, they don't really know how to use MetaMask and how to connect to the farm and do yield farming. So we want to simplify that process. That's why we create a register and log in like a normal site, so people can log in and have their own wallet and can deposit the money and then start yield farming. But in the future, we know that many people have experience with the yield farming would like to use the MetaMask wallet to connect to the site. So we will develop it so you can use both. So you can have an account, you can connect to your MetaMask wallet so that you can do yield farming. But the thing is with the MetaMask is when you switch the wallet, then it is like you switch your account. So it's not really easy if you have cake on this wallet and you have BNB on another one, so you have to move around. Now with only one account on MoonFarm, then you can have all, and then can do MoonFarm can help you to do the bridging or cross chain easily. So you can swap from BUSD to Matic on Polygon very easy using our MoonSwap product, because we already do the bridging for you behind the scene.
Right. Yeah.
So Bobby, that's why. I mean, that's the C part of the CeDeFi.
Yeah,
that's the centralized part.
Yeah. That's the
but
CeFi. Yeah.
It's a really interesting question, though. If you log into Cash App, your money is on Cash App. You can't access the money that's available on Cash App also in your bank app. You open a bank app, your money's in your bank app. You open Venmo or WePay, they're on those apps. DeFi is really different. MetaMask is really different, as in, it's in MetaMask, and then you can use it on all these apps. It's a really different kind of user experience.
Yeah.
And then when you add gas and adjusting the gas fees and transaction fees like that, it is pretty complicated still. That user experience is still developing, and that conversation is ongoing on crypto Twitter all the time. All right. Well, I want to. We're kind of coming up on time. So, what's coming up on your guys' roadmap? Let's hear about what we see next for MoonFarm in the next couple of months.
Yeah. So for the next couple of months, we got a lot of things to come up with. So for now, as you know, that in our Twitter, you can see that we already integrated fully with Polygon, and integrated with Chainlink. So make sure that the security when we do the yield farming of user fund, it can be really security. The price we got from Chainlink is trusted, is correct. We starting our big milestone with connect with Polygon, because I think Polygon is the next one. Everyone go to Polygon now. The fee is cheap. A lot of yield farming there. The volume in there is huge. The next one, to make things more easier to user, so we're going to launch our mobile app soon. So that for today's everyone doing things on their smartphone, and DeFi, that's one of the disadvantages of DeFi. It's really difficult for DeFi to develop a mobile app. Like we or other people, we need to log in when use their laptop or their desktop to do the thing every day, and maybe sometimes it kind of time consuming. They need to go home, or they cannot do it on the way on their train or something if they have only their phone. So we will provide a MoonFarm in the mobile phone app. so customer can easily use on that. Secondly, we will keep integrate with Ethereum and Solana, because I think Ethereum for now they holding the most the top total value lock in DeFi projects, and there are many farming DeFi, many swap, AMM. So with that resources, we can do a lot of yield farming optimize. So we really want a lot of yield farming. So you understand our impermanent loss, right? We take it out from one farm and put it on another. So in Ethereum, we have a lot of things to play with. Customer will have benefit as well. They got better ABYs and like more choices to do, more access to farm. Thirdly, we win like the NFT things. We are working with some NFT projects, and later on user when they farm with on MoonFarm, they not only receive the token, but they also will receive the NFT. NFT is also a use case of DeFi, and NFT, our NFT reward will not only be a single NFT. It will be have some features, like you can use that NFT to boosting up your ABR, or you can use that NFT to fighting over other NFT and gain value, make your NFT more valuable and selling on across on marketplace. And the last one will be we will go to an exchange, in the near future. So that's the 4 things in our roadmap that we will complete it in this year. Yeah.
Well, it's great to hear from you guys, and we'll be looking forward to. I hear some of these things, and I'm like, oh, you got to talk to Chainlink. We got some opportunities there to talk about some more Chainlink integrations as well. So hopefully we can stay in touch and continue tracking your progress on MoonFarm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us here today, Frank, Sunny, and Henry. I really appreciate you guys coming on, especially we've got a little bit of a time difference here, and you guys adjusting. I think it's really cool. It was a really fun session as well. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys being here very much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Andy. Really. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And to our audience, my absolute pleasure. All right, I'm going to talk to our audience real quick. So everybody, here's what I want you to do. Thank you for being here. By the way, audience, always appreciate your questions and your interaction. I want you to follow MoonFarm. Their stuff is down in the description below. You can join their Telegram. You can follow them on Twitter, check out their website. And some of you have already talked about checking out their app during the stream. So I appreciate that. While you're joining communities, join Chainlink communities as well. Telegram, Discord, Twitter. Follow the Smart Contract Twitter as well. It's smart_contract for announcements about more live streams like this. Got a few coming up next week that are very interesting. One of which pretty big name as well. There's a billion TVL in one of these upcoming live streams for next week that Chainlink now secures. So I'm really excited to talk to them, and I hope you come and join me on that episode of Chainlink Live. Hey, thanks to my guy Mark in the chat for hanging out with me as well. Always good to see you, buddy. And I think that's about it. Shall we wrap it up? Next time, we'll see you on Chainlink Live. Bye.